Good morning, everyone. So today's session is about Kolb Experiential Learning Theory. So last week and this week we are discussing about all the learning theories in our teaching learning module. So today I'll be discussing about Kolb Experiential Learning Theories. I'm Dr. Timo Misway, Associate Professor for Medical Education and Research, Newcastle University. So what are the learning outcomes today is we are going to discuss the core concept of the Kolb Experiential Learning Theory and discuss the practical applications of the learning theories. So have you all read before studying, have you all read the materials I have uploaded on the Moodle? Okay, that's good. All right, so let's start. So this is, you might be thinking, what is Kolb, right? So this is David Kolb, who is an American educational theorist. Okay, in 1984, he has published a theory that saying that learning is a process whereby knowledge is created through the transformation of the experience. So that is published in 1984. So what the theory emphasized? So last week we have discussed about this Vygotsky theory, right? So what the Vygotsky theory, how the learners gain the knowledge? Can you answer? Yes, through more knowledgeable others, so no professional development, right? But for Kolb, he said that the learning is through the experiences. So this is a Kolb learning theories, and he emphasized that the significance of how learning occurs through the experiences, as well as through reflections on doing. Practical application and critical thinking are essential for the effective learning process. So it's quite interesting, right? So it's more on experience, so that the application will be more on our skills, practice, or skill teachings. So let's have a look. So based on this here, you can see there are 4 stages. Okay, 4 stages in these learning cycles. Let's have a look in next slides. So according to Kolb Experiential Learning Theory, learner experiences 4 stages before learning. Let's say 4 stages to occur learning. So the first one is a concrete experience. Concrete experience means experiencing. So the learner has to experience something before gaining the knowledge. So that is what he is saying. That is feeling, experiencing. So after this stage will be reflection and observation. For example, like while experiencing, maybe at the same time or after experiencing, try to reflect, okay? Why I'm doing this, why I'm doing right or wrong, okay? Or in the meantime, observing what others are doing, especially it applicable on our clinical teaching, right? We are doing something as well as other observation, and then reflection occurs. All right, so learning is a processing. And the next step is the abstract conceptualization, that is thinking. It may be relate with the theory behind. So the learners, after experiencing, reflection, observation, try to realize, try to relate with the theory behind. So that is also learning happen. And after that is a active experimentation. So try to, after related with thinking happen, so active experimentations, and then learning occurs as well as the knowledge gain. This is what this Kolb cycles is about. All right. So let's try to relate examples. For example, like in the teaching of these hand washing steps, right? So how many the ratio hand washing steps are there? Yeah. So why we there is a teaching sessions for this hand washing step? The lecturers try to explain, okay, come and do together with me. Like for example, like how many steps are there? Start with putting the soap, palm to palm, back to back, or between the fingers, right? And then the thumb, all right, and then tip of the fingers, wrist, and then wash with the water, like this. So during the time, the students try to follow the steps, right? That is at experiencing. So in the meantime, you might be reflecting why these steps are like this, all right? As well as why doing the observing the lecturers doing or the other friends are doing, why they are doing mistake in that. And then next session is the abstract conceptualization, that is Why? Why these steps are like that? What is the theory behind? That can get from the lecture or the materials given, okay? That is more theoretical application, thinking, reading, and the last one is the apply it. Okay, apply it means, oh, okay, without thinking and everything, I can do it. When we do the one, we are not thinking, right? We do step by steps. Or we can explain, we learned about this. All right, so that is the theory that is about that. Okay, what is the concept? Okay, I will explain one by one. The first one is concrete experience means is engaging directly in the experiences, allowing learners to provide hands-on activities and personal involvement which can enhance retention and understanding. So it's hands-on activities, right? From there, the learners can learn. And another step is reflective observation. Reflect on the experiences, thinking critically, deeper understanding, and learning from the past experience. That is second step. And abstract conceptualization, that is more on critical thinking, relates to the connection between theories and practice, okay, pathophysiology behind, enhancing their understanding of the concept. If you understand the concept, relate with the experiences, the last step is practical applications of the concept and already experiences, right? And then reflect already so that can experiment it with the build a confidence. All right, so far any question? Okay, so if there is no question, what I want you to do now is pair with your neighbors, okay, and then discuss one of the practical applications of the Kolb cycles. I will give you 10 minutes and then we'll discuss. Is that okay? Okay. Okay, so based on the discussion, this is another, the examples of what we have discussed just now. So in the clinical simulation, the first step is students participate in the realistic clinical simulation, that is mimic with the patient interaction, right? Maybe history taking or physical examination. And then after that, student reflects on their performance. Am I do good? All right, maybe history taking, consultation session, or maybe simple respiratory examination or abdominal examination. Reflect what worked well, and then for improvement during the debriefing session. So that is why in the clinical simulation, debriefing is important. Abstract conceptualization stage, the learners analyze their experiences, integrating theoretical knowledge. So maybe go back and then relate with the theories, or previously understanding theories, try to relate with the theories of clinical guidelines. And the last step is active experimentation. Students apply this newly knowledge and skills on their next level of the practical practice session, history taking or physical examination or whatever. Okay, so far any question? Understand? Okay, so as a summary, Kolb experiential learning theory emphasizes the importance of learning through experience and reflections. By understanding the 4 stages of the learning cycles, educators can better facilitate effective learning environment for their students. All right, so this is our session. So these are the references. Okay, so I'm sure that you can have, by using this references, you can have more learning. Okay, now is any questions? If not, let's, as a round table, we discuss about how do you find this session? I just want to know about your feedback. Let's just, okay, you can start with from the side. Okay. All right, so thank you very much for the feedback. And thank you. So I hope you just try to do that. I have put the assignments on the Moodle, and then hope you can submit the assignment in time. If you have any question, you can reach out to me anytime.